Hello everyone. In residential status of an SSC, we are going to see and understand one another sum which is little bit different than previous one. In this sum, we have to calculate the days for the each previous year. Let's have a look of sum. So today we are going to discuss for the sum number 15A. Here we have to determine the residential status of Shri Mehul Kumar. He is a foreigner for the previous year 2018-19 from the details given below. Here we are given the dates of arrival and departure. We are given the dates of arrival and departure. From these dates, we have to calculate the each and every previous year's stay in India. Okay. First, we have to define the assessment year and previous year. Here, see, nothing has been changed, but in previous one sums, we are given the assessment year, that is 1920. Here we are given the previous year, that is 2018-19. So it is same, but some students do the mistakes that they understand this is the previous year is given, but though they understand this as an assessment year, and so they again find the previous year 2017-18 and then calculation will be wrong. Okay, so you have to understand that this is the previous year only, so we have to just define and write down the assessment year, that is 1920. Okay, so now let's start the calculation for the date of number of days of the stay in India. Okay, you can make the table like this and calculate like this. How? Let me show you. See, here we have to count the number of days of stay, but we have to be careful that we should count the days as per the previous year, so that for the conditions it is very easy to calculate number of days for the previous year. So now let's take a look. First time arrival is 20 April 2015. So we can easily assume that 20 April 2015 means the year starts from 1st April. So this year will be 2015-16. The previous year will be 2015-16. So here we will calculate the days 2015-16. So he arrives on 20 April. So for April 2015, he will stay 11 days in India. How 11 days? Either we can include the arrival day or we can include the departure day. It is up to us. But we will calculate and include the arrival day itself. So he arrives on 20. So we can calculate that 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 days in April. So the number of days of stay in April is 11. Then whole May month, during whole May month, he is in India. So May 31 days. Then in June 2015, he stays for 30 days because date of departure is 1/7, means 1 July. Now we will not include this first day of July because we have already included the arrival day. So we will exclude the day of departure. Okay. So here from this information, the calculation is finished till here only. Calculation of this is finished till here only. But again we are having the information about second time arrival, that is 1st January 2016. Again 1st January 2016 means what? it is also in the previous year 2015-16 because 2015-16 is ending on 31st March 2016. So here we again calculate the January 2016, whole month he is staying in India, so 31 days. Then for February, now be very careful that 2016 is a leap year. You all are aware about leap year, that in leap year February is having 29 days instead of 28 days. And how can we decide that this year is leap year or not? We can divide simply the year by 4, and if the division is correct, there is no decimal point, then we can define that this is the leap year. So here 2016, we can easily divide 2016 by 4. So this 2016 is leap year. So in leap year, there are 29 days in February. So here 29 days. Then March 2016, 31 days itself. Because when he comes on 1st January 2016, he is in India till 30th September 2018. So we have a long way to go to calculate the sum. So now we can easily define that there are 163 days. There are 163 days. So here I have bold this number of days. So we can easily take and pick up this for the conditions. Okay. So for 2015-16 it is 163 days. Then let's go to the previous year 2016-17. Here he is staying till 30th September 2018. Means during entire 2016-17, means from 1st April to 31st March, he is in India only. So whole year we don't have to calculate January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We don't have to calculate the different separate months. We can easily write down the number of years. Okay, so we will write down the 365 days for the year. Same with the 2017-18, because in 2017-18 also he stays in India for whole year. So we will write down the 365 days for 2017-18 also. In 2018-19, see here he is in India till 38th September. So in 2018-19 we have to calculate. When the 2018-19 will start? In April, 1st April 2018. So April 2018, he is staying the whole month. So 30 days. Then May, whole month, 31 days. June, whole month, 30 days. July, whole month, 30 days. August, whole month, 31 days. Sorry, in July also it is 31 days. Then September, he is departing on 30th September. Here we have included first day of January. So we have to exclude the last day of September. So that is 29 days. So we will total of this number of days, and that is 182 days. So here we have mentioned that this year Mr. Mehul has presented in 182 days. Clear? So this is very important, how to calculate the number of days according to the previous year. For this, you have to remember the definition of previous year properly, when the previous year will start and when the previous year will end. That dates, that definition is should be very clear in your mind. Then only you can easily calculate these numbers. Okay, so let's go further. So now we just have to make the table and keep the number of days in the table. Okay, so let's go for the table. So let's start the calculation for this. First, we will write to the assessment year, that is 2019-20. How we will define that? Because previous year has given. So we have to find out the assessment year from the previous year, that is 2019-20. And previous year is already given 2018-19. Then we will make the table for the conditions for residence, number of days stayed in India, yes or no. The table should contain the conditions. Our first condition is stay of 182 days. Stay of 182 days or more in previous year in India. Okay, so now let's go and have a look that how many days he stayed for the India. In 2018-19, he has stayed for the 182 days. So we can easily write down 182 days, and that is equal to 182. So this condition is fulfilled. See, this one condition is fulfilled, then we don't have to go for check these another two conditions, because our first condition has already fulfilled. So we don't have to look for the another conditions. Yeah, but in this table we have to write down these another conditions compulsory. Okay, so you have to consider this all conditions into your mind, that you have to write down, you have to make the table, and you have to write down the conditions for each and every sum. Okay, so this condition is stay of 60 days or more in previous year in India, and 365 days or more during the 4 preceding years in India. But we will not do the calculation because our first one condition is already fulfilled. So now he has fulfilled the condition for residence. So he has to be go through the condition check for the ordinary resident. So now we will make another table for the conditions for ordinary resident. So again we will write the assessment year, previous year, and make the table. Now see, in for the condition for ordinary resident, first condition is he must be a resident in India in minimum 2 years out of 10 years preceding to the relevant previous years. So now we can easily see that before previous year he has stayed whole 2 years in India. So he has easily fulfilled the condition of 182 days for these 2 years. So we can easily write down that in the table that 2016-17 he has stayed 365, which is more than 182 days. In 17-18 also he stayed 365 days, which is again more than 182 days. So here in both years he fulfilled the condition for resident. So this condition is fulfilled for Mr. Mehul. The second condition is his total stay in India must be of 730 days or more during 7 preceding years. So we have to write down the preceding previous year of the previous year, that is 17-18, 16-17, and 15-16, because we have the information till 15-16 only. We can see that till 15-16 only. Okay. So here we can go upwards, like 2018-19 is previous year, so we will not consider this. But 2017-18 the number of days is 365. So here we have written 365. 16-17 also 365. But in 2015-16 we have the number of days 163. So we will write down the number of days 163. Then we do the total of these 3 years. This total will be 893, and you can see that 893 is greater than 730. So even this condition is also fulfilled by Mr. Mehul. So here he has fulfilled the conditions for resident and ordinary resident both. So we can conclude that Mr. Mehul has fulfilled the condition for resident and ordinary resident. So his residential status will be resident and ordinary resident. So here the days, number of days, and to define the residential status method is completed. We will complete this method in with this sum, and we will find out the next method in new video. We will discuss next method and the last method in next video. Okay, thank you.